So greetings. Today is Friday, April 7th. And it is day 7 of my 30-day raw food, or not, it's not raw food, it's 30 days of liquids. So I didn't record yesterday because I just was running around doing stuff. But today, my plan is to drink a gallon of water. I'm gonna try to drink the whole gallon of water. But what I noticed is coconut water. And maybe it might be because of like where I am with the water, or with this fast. I noticed that whenever I buy coconut water out of the bottle from like Trader Joe's, it tastes really sweet. But the coconut water out of the actual coconut is not as sweet. And I think I like that. So I think what I'm gonna start doing is adding a juice cucumbers, and I'm gonna add the cucumber water to my coconut water. I think I like that. I like that because I did that a few days ago and I liked it. So I think I'm gonna do that. Or if I use the coconut water out of the bottle, I might I don't like these glasses. I might just add some lemons. So what I've been thinking about is I really want to heal my eyes. Like, I want my eyesight to greatly improve. I went by Dr. Goss's yesterday and I got some yarrow, some red raspberry leaf, and some wild yam. And I got that for my daughter because she said her cycle was like more than 7 days. So I'm trying to teach her how to take care of herself and how to consider. She's 17, so I'm like, you got to think about what it is you're eating, what you're drinking, you know, because she's 17, so she likes junk food and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm like, listen, if you want to have healthy cycles, you don't want to have long cycles, you can't be eating all this junk food, you can't be eating all of this Chipotle barbacoas and all this other kind of stuff, right? So that happened. And then the other thing I thought about is I pay $20 a week for this group they doing this like thing of like, it's this challenge. And so I was like, you know what, I'm not really participating in that. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna participate. It's a money challenge, but I'm not gonna participate. Instead, I'm gonna take the $20, which would be like $80 a month, and just put it towards maybe I have an investment account with TD Ameritrade, and I think I'm going to take the $20 a week and put it towards that. I'm gonna do something else with the $20. You know, because I'm just like, it's like a waste of money, so I don't really want to participate in that. And then the other thing is, what I've been thinking about is that I really, because the person that I'm doing this challenge with, Vancita, was like, well, you guys think about something that you really want to change. One is my money, and inside of that is increasing my income. And then the other thing is like really being mindful of my time and how I spend it on social media, you know, and not being like just inundated with that. So I do have a job, and when I'm at the job, I spend a lot. I'll spend like the whole time on social media because I'm not doing anything So I was like, you know what, when I'm there, what else can I do? So I've been thinking about things that I can do to, you know, create another additional stream of income, and maybe even work that second job while I'm there. I mean, you know, like the additional income, you know, like, can I do something on the phone? Can I do something on the computer? That kind of thing. And so I was thinking about that because I really want to buy me a house in like the next 2 years. And my long-term goal is like, it's a 5-year goal, but it's not that far away, is in the next 5 years, I really want to be a millionaire. And I'm like, how do I make this happen? Like, what do I have to do to make this happen? What's the process? What's the steps? And so when I'm making these videos, I'm really talking to myself. So if somebody watches, that's fine. If nobody don't, I don't really care. These videos are really for me. And so it's like, okay, so I have these goals. One is to pay the debt that I do have, which is maybe about $25,000, and then create additional source of income. And really I really want this life for myself where I have a home in California, I have a home in Louisiana. I can take and go traveling, because I really want to do some traveling. I want to travel like inside the United States, like go to different states and just go sightseeing and visit and see what's in America, right? And then I also want to go travel internationally because I have a passport. I want this life for myself, and I really want it to be juicy and yummy, and I want to be able to do that through health and wellness and finances and all of that, right? And I don't want to be worried about all of that. So I'm like, what I noticed is I was like kind of semi upset about something yesterday, and I was like, you know what, I just said okay to the person. But I noticed that fasting does that. Like, it takes away all of the I don't know, maybe all the bark out of you. It turns you into a real wuss. So at least I feel like one. I feel like a real cream puff. So the other thing is that I'm really grateful. I have all this gratitude, right? I'm grateful and appreciative that I have this car. Even though I want another one, I don't want a car, no, but I do want a new car with leather interior. Maybe like I looked at a Honda CRV. I liked it. It was $35,000. I like Volvo, and I like Acura. I like everything new. I just want a new car, but I don't want a car note. So I'm like, how do I make that happen? And then the other thing I really want to be instrumental with is like my children is like 27, 21, 20, 18, and 17. And the four oldest ones, I'm like, okay, you guys gotta, like, I want to be instrumental in influencing like how they go about their finances and what's the next steps, because I think they think they're gonna be these 20 something year olds forever and living by the seat of their pants. And I'm like, no, you know. So I've been having these conversations with them as I've been learning new things about my own finances and budgeting, and I'm really looking at my spending. And really I wrote a post in the group, in the Facebook group that we have, about like my own personal like financial triggers. Like if I'm stressed, I'll go shopping. If I'm happy, way too happy, I'll go shopping. And my purchases don't have to be big purchases. I'll be happy with a cup of ice and some sunflower seeds, right? So I'm really like thinking about all of that. And I'm like, I want to get the whatever the emotions is that causes me to be like an excessive spender. I wouldn't say it's an excessive spender, but just like all of this stuff, and I'm not properly handling my money the way I want to, right? So I was like, okay, what's the work that I need to do around that? And so that's where I am. So this liquid fast today, I think is just gonna be water. I do have this bottle of coconut water that I got from Trader Joe's, and I'm gonna drink this, and then if I feel like I want one, I'm gonna eat an orange. I did buy an apple. I love these apples. They're Honey Crisps. I like them because they're really crunchy. So that's what's happening. And then the other thing is that my foot is not hurting as much when I wake up. But I do have, this spiked massager. And I use that and I step on it, and it helps with my foot. So I'm absolutely certain that when I'm done, April 30th come, I will no longer have any foot pain. That will be gone. It will be null and void, and it will never ever return. So yeah, that happened. The other thing I was thinking about is this relationship that I have with it's a I'll call him my friend, but we used to be lovers. And we dated each other. I don't know what the hell you want to call it. I don't know. No titles. Anyway, we were doing something. We were relating. Because I'm just the relationship's over, but we're friends. We knew each other as friends before we got together. And so I was like, you know what? During this fast, I also want to release that too. I'm going to release the relationship. Not like we're not going to speak to each other ever again or none of that, but we remain friends, and and it's like got some of these sexual undertones, and it has some of this old stuff that happened in the relationship, mostly on my part. And so I'm just like, you know what? I want to let that go also. I want to release him. I want to release all of that old stuff. And then we can be friends. Like, I'm friends with some people, and we don't talk every day. We talk every couple of months, or every few years or whatever. So I think I want that to happen. I definitely want that to happen. Like, so that way I can like untether myself from him, and also he be untethered from me, and we just keep the good parts, because we were friends before we got together. And so we can be friends but not sexual relating, and we haven't had sexual intimacy since, it's been like 3 years. I mean, no, 2 years. So, but we do remain friends. But for myself, it's just like, okay, like I want to let that all go, all of it. And then I want to cultivate new relationships, but most importantly, cultivate new relationships with myself and with my children, like in my communication and how I'm guiding them, because they are becoming adults, or they are adults, and I really want to have a new relationship with them as they're young adults. And so I'm excited about that. And I've been peeing a lot since I started drinking this water. So I'm going to end this video because I got to pee. But thank you guys for stopping by. This is more or less like a vlogging journal for myself. So, and how I keep myself accountable. So anyway, you guys enjoy. Yeah, and that's all I got to say. I haven't, the other thing I noticed is with this water, I am not pooping like I was with the raw food. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take some colon cleansing stuff, and then I'm going to give myself I'm going to use my Kalima board and just cleanse my colon give myself like a large volume enema. And I'm going to do that. And then I think I'm going to do some castor oil packs, and I want to go to Dr. Goss's in Compton and get a CKLS cleanse. But anyway, happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen, if you watched, or whenever you decided, if anyone ever tunes in, and enjoy your Friday. Thanks for stopping by.